This song is so fucking awful. I hate this song. Today we are gonna be tearing every single Rammstein studio album, excluding the Raritaren album. I don't know. I'm fucking trying with my pronunciation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 albums to go through. So let's fucking go.
Rammstein tier list. Rammstein tier list. Rammstein tier list.
We're old school, so we gotta show off the beautiful artwork of these 6 distinguished young gentlemen right over here that have lots of grain over them because it's the fucking 90s. So we love grain. Let's actually check out the track list. You know, that's a big flex for us vinyl collectors. You know, we can see the track list on the back cover. Do you have that shit on Spotify? No, you don't. Alright, so of course we open up with Wollt ihr das Bett in Flammen sehen, which is quite frankly one of their best songs. And then the opening riff to Der Meister is fantastic. Weißes Fleisch is fucking awesome. Asche zu Asche as well. Seemann is actually pretty good. That's one that kind of grew on me over the years, I guess. Du riechst so gut. It's very awesome as well. I love this Herzeleid. I love Heirate mich. Herzeleid is kind of weird and I'm not sure if I really like it. Lichtzeit is really fucking good. And then the title track, I guess. Well, the band's title track, Rammstein, which I am not a big fan of either. So like Herzeleid and Rammstein are the ones that I don't really like on this album. I mean, they're fine, but compared to the other songs on the album, it's a kind of a step down for me personally. So I wouldn't say S, but it is one of those albums. Usually there are more charts. Wait, I'm gonna fix this. There we go. I fixed it for you guys. The things I'm sacrificing for all you beautiful viewers out there. Rammstein and Herzeleid are the songs I don't really like. They're fine, but they're kind of boring. What I'm saying, I don't know if that's controversial, you know, because every video about Rammstein is either German or Russian, so I don't understand shit. I don't know what anyone thinks of these albums, pretty much. So, this one is gonna go A, which is really fucking high, but I re-listen to this album a lot. I love it. It's just those 2 songs that I like a little less, but the really good songs far outweigh like Rammstein and Herzeleid, so easily deserves A. Sehnsucht. Fantastic album. I really love this one as well. Let's see the track list here. It opens up with Sehnsucht, which is quite a fantastic song, as well as Engel. Tier. We're making a tier list. So that's pretty fitting. I love that song too. Bestrafe mich is a fucking classic. Du hast is especially a classic. Bück dich is also a classic for all the perverts out there. Spiel mit mir is also great. Klavier is, you know, fine. It's not one of my favorites of this album, but it's good. Alter Mann as well. Eifersucht and Küss mich, I really like. But I'm gonna say the first half of this album is especially fantastic. And then it doesn't really get bad or really worse or anything, but it's just not as good as the first few songs. So again, I'm gonna go A. I think that's honestly, you know, fair. And this is why I like tier lists more, because with rankings, I would have put Sehnsucht over Herzeleid maybe, or the other way around, I don't know. But here I can just, you know, kind of go over it fairly, you know? And I guess this kind of shows more how I like these albums compared to each other, instead of a ranking, because then you have to choose one over the other. Here you don't, which is great. Mutter, which is maybe their best album? I don't know. Mein Herz brennt, links 2, 3, 4, Sonne, Ich will, Feuerfrei, and Mutter. The first 6 songs are 100% flawless. I think everyone likes these songs. I don't think there's a single Rammstein fan that would say that's a little worse than the first one. I think everyone pretty much likes all the songs, all the first 6 songs at least. Now afterwards you get Spieler, Zwitter, Rein Raus, which those 3 songs, especially Zwitter and Rein Raus, are quite underrated, I think. And really fucking heavy. They have some nice riffs. Adios and Nebel are a bit more forgettable, I think, but they've really grown on me over the times listening to this album. I love this album. It was my favorite, and I kind of switched back and forth between 2 albums, but you'll see what albums I'm talking about. Mutter, S tier, baby. Hell yeah, well deserved. I think almost every Rammstein fan would put that one highest. Now is it time for some controversy with Reise? Maybe, potentially. I don't know how most people would rank the Rammstein albums. And I'm actually really fucking curious. So please in the comments let me know what's your favorite album and least favorite album. Maybe rank them all. Let me know, because I'm actually like really curious if I'm really controversial here or not. But Reise opens up with the title track, which is the best fucking opening ever. It has a really nice build up. And then it ends, and the way it ends, and I'm actually gonna have to use the audio here for a quick second. At the end, it kind of gets slower and slower and really calm and peaceful in a way. And then all of a sudden, boom, Untitled kicks in, which is the first song that I really liked by them, and that made me more interested in hearing the other songs. And because of that song, I became a Rammstein fan. Dalai Lama, underrated. I really like that song. Kinda Lost is a fucking classic. The video clip is a classic too. Los, really great acoustic song. Sorta, I mean, it's mostly acoustic. It has a harmonica playing at the end, which is great. I love me some harmonica music. Motorhead did it a couple times, so it was great hearing Rammstein do it as well. America is a classic. Moscow is a great one. Morgenstern, I really like. I feel it's kind of underrated maybe too. Stein Stein is heavy. Ohne dich is a beautiful fucking song. And Amour, the closing track, is fantastic as well. So maybe you guys could have seen it coming now that I've been talking so highly about this album. But it's gonna go S, baby. It's like I switched. That's the album I was talking about. I switched back and forth between Mutter and Reise. No, Reise. I'm gonna try and pronounce everything in German. Okay, I'm trying, really. I'm doing my best here. Now this album is really interesting for me. It's Rosenrot. This album is interesting to me because it has a couple of my maybe favorite songs by Rammstein, like Benzin, Mann gegen Mann, and Rosenrot. Those are the three songs on side one, and I feel like those three are really good opening tracks. Spring I also really like, and I feel like is also pretty underrated, as well as Wo bist du is fantastic. But then Stirb nicht vor mir / Don't Die Before I Do. This song is so fucking awful. I hate this song. I'm glad it's the last song on side B of disc 1, because then I can just easily skip it. Then I can just throw the fucking needle off and throw this fucking vinyl back into its sleeve where it belongs because of that song. Words cannot describe how much I hate this song. I don't get it. I mean, I'm not a guy who knows a lot about music theory, so I'm just judging by the way it sounds for me and how I like it, how catchy I find it, and how listenable I find it. So yeah, maybe the guitar work is philosophical or whatever the fuck. I don't like it. I fucking hate it. Name a song that you hate by a band that you love. This is the song. It's the only Rammstein song I really hate. I hate it! But then, quite frankly, it cleans the bad taste in my ears and stops the bleeding in my ears with Zerstören, which is one of their most heavy songs and unfucking doubtedly their most underappreciated and underrated and overlooked songs. This should be one of the hits, in my opinion. This song is amazing. Till's vocals are amazing. There's like some distortion added to it, which makes it really fucking heavy. I love it. Then Hilf mir, which is also pretty good. Te quiero puta is fun, but I hate the female vocals. Like the más, por favor. It's annoying. Those vocals are fucking annoying. I know what they were going for, but it didn't work for me. Feuer und Wasser and Ein Lied are great. Those are great ballads and great slower tracks to end off the album. But anyway, Rosenrot is gonna go B. It's the one I really listen the least. I don't really listen to this one all that much. It's a fine album. It's just a hit and miss album for me. You know, some songs really work but some songs, you know, really don't work for me. But it's still a solid album. There are bands out there that wish they could make an album like that. Liebe ist für alle da. Fantastic record. I mean, come on. This one is really fucking good. Rammstein is a great opening track. Ich tu der weh is really good. White Month. Heil. Haifisch. Buchstabe. Frühling in Paris. Wiener Blut. They released a wine based on Wiener Blut. You know what? I'm just gonna pose for the thumbnail with this bottle. Nice. Then Pussy, of course. Liebe ist für alle da. Meer and Roter Sand, which I also really like. Now, I really like all of these songs, but I don't find myself re-listening to this one as much as I would to like Mutter or Reise. So I wouldn't say S, but it's so fucking close to S. If there was like a middle point, it would be there. Because I really love all of the songs on this album, but it's not as re-listenable to me personally as Reise and Mutter. So that's why I'm gonna put it A. And then their last work for now, Untitled, self-titled, Rammstein, whichever three you like. It starts off with the amazing Deutschland, then Radio, then Zeig dich, which those three songs are fucking awesome. I love those three so much. I find myself re-listening to those three so much, but I also re-listen to Ausländer, Sex, Puppe, Was ich liebe, Diamant, and Tattoo a lot, and then Weit weg, and Hallo Mann I don't really listen to as much, but are also fucking amazing. So this is one of the albums that I listen to most. So yeah, you could have seen this coming. This one is gonna go S. It's gonna go S, baby. So there you have it, my list. Not a single album underneath the beat here. Yeah, but well fucking deserved. I love all of these albums on their for what they are. It's like, you know, they all have something to offer. They're all a little bit different from each other. I guess the ones that are really similar are Reise and Rosenrot, even in terms of artwork on the albums, but especially on the songs. You can definitely hear that it's they kind of went the same route. I think some songs from Rosenrot were already written for Reise, but then later they you know, they didn't fit on Reise, so they put them on Rosenrot. Anyway, I fucking love all these albums. I love Rammstein. I'm gonna see them live next year if COVID doesn't f us all in the fucking hole. Please let me know in the comments what your favorite Rammstein album is. Maybe rank them. Let me know if this was controversial or if this is, you know, everyone's opinion pretty much. Which I don't hope. I hope it's controversial, because then I can read toxic comments like this one, you know, that I got on my Motorhead album ranking. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. The algorithm will show you my last video and a video that's perfect for you in the outro right now. So check it out.